All right, how's everybody doing on this fine Tuesday? Well, it's not Tuesday for me, but I'm pre-recording this. We're going to come at you with a 2 for Tuesday brought to you by Knife Delights. Mr. Tom over at Knife Delights has this open tag, and everyone tries to join in every week. And yeah, guys, go over, check out his channel. He also has another channel called History Delights. He's a great two-for guy, so two for everything. So today what we're going to do, and I don't think Tom's going to mind this, this is going to be more, a guy asked me, he's always on my lives, and he's more of a lifter, but he's always in my videos comment, and we support each other. I support him, he supports me. It's just a great kind of YouTube relationship. But the guy's a great guy, very strong guy, and he's always in our lives. And yesterday I put out a video and he's just like, hey, you talk a lot about walk and talk, fit and finish on knives. Could you explain that a little more? And he's like, you know, it could even be a video idea if you want to make a video on it. So what I got here is I got two Barlows. I got a Granddaddy Barlow and I got this smaller case Barlow here. And I think these are two things that we can show how the fit and finish can be really bad versus pretty good. I don't want to say that this is a perfect knife, but this is a pretty decent knife. This right here is a clapped out piece of garbage. So what we'll do is we'll kind of look at these. There's two knives, so we're doing 2 for Tuesday, kind of educational on fit and finish, walk and talk, things like that. Because he always talks, he said, you know, you guys are always talking about gaps in springs, walk and talk, action, blade centering. Could you just explain that a little more? I was like, heck yeah, I can. So what we'll do is we'll throw these boxes out so it doesn't mess with our focus on the camera, which is a hard time. But what we're going to do is we're going to start with this little case. This right here is part of the vault pattern in 2019. So we're going to look, let's get her focused here. Okay, so we look at the fit and finish on this thing. The bone, kind of immaculate. There's no, you like these pins right here. You don't feel this pin sticking up. You have a smooth transition from the bone to the bolster. We move to the back springs. There's no gaps. You don't see any lines where you could maybe see daylight through. You don't see where the bone is separating. A lot of times this bone will shrink and move, and it'll actually separate. Here, again, the pin you don't feel. Very smooth transition into the bolster. We move around to blade centering. The clip point's pretty good. The pin does show a little bit to, we call this the show side. The side with the shield is the show side. The other side is called the pile side, the back side of the knife. So this right here, the pin blade, it shows a little bit to the show side. Not a lot. Clip point's kind of dead on. So we look at this, and we look at walk and talk. We have a half stop it snaps into. Then you listen to that right there, that snap. That's called walk and talk, fellas. Boom. She shuts good. We'll open the pin blade. Pin blade also has half stops. A lot of people love the half stop action. Now I'd say this knife's probably a little better made because it's part of the vault pattern. And this is the 6.5 bone stag version of this blade. But we look, I mean, there's no separation on any of the springs as you're coming down through here. You don't see any daylight. You don't see any gappage. You really can't even feel where it goes from the bone to the nickel silver bolsters, compared to this hunk of garbage. We'll start with the blade centering on this. Look at it. I mean, it's resting on what we would call the pile side of the knife. This is the show side because it has the rustle on this actual side of the blade, because it has, you know, it's got this on both sides. That one's upside down. I just don't understand this knife. I don't know. It's Green River Works, piece of pure trash. Anyway, we look at the blade centering. We can see that, I mean, it's really, really bad, right? We'll move to the back of the knife. Now I'm going to try to get this to focus really good for us. So if we look, you can see these black lines coming down through here. You can actually see daylight through those when that blade is open. We look here, you can actually see the bone is separating from your bolster here. You see the black right here in between the bone and the actual liner. That's where it's separating. We have that also on this side. And you have this real dark line right here. And I don't know how well that's showing up on the camera. But you have this real dark line. And when you got them dark lines, that means you can see daylight through that. You know, I don't have a lot of fingernails, but you can actually hear that? Where my fingernails getting down in there. So, we'll look at the walk and talk on this. I mean, this is, it just kind of grits into that half stop rolled position. And then it just blunk. So, yeah, it's, and you see it almost bounces, right? I mean, this thing is some people may like these, but this knife is a pure hunk of garbage. I mean, this is just, I mean, it does have pretty bone, and it is real bone, but, I mean, the fit and finish on this is awful. Especially that blade centering. Look at that. I mean, it's just, here, we'll look at it. I'm going to try to get it really good. Here, I'm going to try to get it to focus right there. Okay, it's just not going. Okay, you see it right there? It's laying on the liner. Look, I can push it over and touch the other liner. Now, granted, this is a big blade, but it should not be doing that. You shouldn't have the separation. You shouldn't have the separation in the bone and the bolster. You know, there's nothing smooth kind of about this. And I could actually see daylight right there. And I think you might be able to too. When I see if we can get that to roll. I just don't know if you're going to be able to, but yeah. I mean, I can see daylight right there through the springs, through both of them. I can actually see the board below. So that's kind of what we talk about when we talk about fit and finish, walk and talk, things like that. I'm going to turn that off for a second. That right there, you just feel that. You hear the snappiness in that. Where that's just kind of blunt. You know. I don't know what that's. I think it's is let me see if I can see what that even says. Russell 1834, Solingen, Germany. So, if this is a real Solingen, Germany knife, they didn't do a very good job on it, to say the least. Where you have this thing right here is just, it's just snappy, it's perfect. Here's another one that has very poor walk and talk. So, it just, oh, you hear that? Wait, let's. So, yeah, this was a Christmas gift, I think, from a family member. But yeah, listen, watch this, watch. Woo, buddy. Yeah, so this right here is a very, like I kind of explained it, the gappage in the springs, the gappage in the bone, the blade centering just being way terrible. So that's what we look for. When you're at a flea market or somewhere, or even a store, and you're picking up a case knife, you want to check out all of that before you make your purchase. And if you do one that you see one that you really like and it isn't perfect, use it to your advantage to try to cut a deal. And then just deal with it after you get it home. You know, blade centering, you might be able to fix it, you might not. Gappage, I don't know what you're going to do about that. I just wish it would show up more. I'm going to see if I can open this and see if you can see the, oh, right there. You can see right through this right here. You see that right through there? How it's light? Yep, that's the board below. The light coming off the board below. So, yep, that's it. That's my 2 for Tuesday. A little educational on what we look for when we're purchasing knives. I just got this because it was a bundled deal at an estate sale, and I picked up a lot of other great knives with that. So yeah, that's it. That's what we look for. This is our 2 for Tuesday. Again, and I want to tell you who asked me that. His name is Body Beatdown. If you're into lifting, fitness, please go check out his channel. I'll tag him in the description of this. Again, Mike at Body Beatdown. The guy is strong as a bull. And he's just as strong as I am. He does a lot more lifting than I do. And he does like walk and talks in the morning for his personal health, and kind of talks and takes you along on the ride. So be sure, go over and check out his channel. A lot of great content over there. He started playing the drums, doing stuff he loves. You know, he's probably my age, maybe a little older, and is just getting his just rejuvenation, kind of like I did. You know, I started doing things that I like to do, and it really woke me up. And yeah, so go check out his channel. I'll tag him in this, but be sure you go and check out Knife Delights. Also, check out his second channel called History Delights. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Don't forget about Happy Hour live chat every Saturday at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 or 6 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. There, we got it right. All right, guys. Hey, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Stay sharp and stay sharp.